Sorry I'm late, guys. Elsa! Wow, Um, First, let me say sorry I'm late. And second, let me say this was originally scheduled earlier in the day before I fell apart, which is why it's called Thank You for All You Gave. It is in memory of all of those soldiers that we lost during the war, all of those soldiers who gave their life so that we could live free. Okay, so that's why the stream is called what it's called. Justin! Officer Justin in the house. How depressed are you over the car? To the point that I was in tears. And this is going to sound odd to certain people. Which the fact that I was in tears. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me okay? Is there any interference? Is it loud enough? Okay. Okay, what happened with the car was this. We still don't have the lug nuts off of it. We've got 3 of them that will not come off. We've even tried cutting them with a hammer and chisel. Okay, and they will not break loose. And somebody had said if you start the car and move it a little bit, maybe it will help loosen them. So I started the car, I backed it up, and I pulled it back in and shut it back off. And I checked the lug nuts, and they were still just as tight. And I thought, okay, I need to move it up just a little bit more because the lug nuts are not where they were to start with, and that was the perfect position for me to work on. When I got back in the car, I put the key in the ignition and kicked it over, and it would not start. It just clicked and clicked and clicked, which is usually a sign of one of 3 things: your starter, your alternator, or your battery. And all 3 of those will cost a big ass chunk of money. And my first reaction was anger. But then after I got back in the house and I sat down and I started thinking about it, I got so disheartened that this is the part that's going to sound weird. I was starting to lose faith. And what I mean is I wasn't losing faith in God. I know God exists. I believe God exists. Okay, I don't know if somebody's just being loud or if there was almost a fight. Anyway, okay, the way I was raised, I've always believed that if there is something that you want, and this comes from people that believe in God, okay? This is from people that believe in God. It's their point of view, which means I was raised to believe this way too, so it's my point of view. If there's something you want, something reasonable, not something outrageous. God's not just going to give it to you, okay? He wants to know that you're willing to work for it. So if you meet him halfway, if you show him that you're willing to work for it and not just expect it to be handed to you, then he's going to meet you halfway and he's going to help you. I've always, without a doubt, believed that. But I started to lose trust in it. Because of what's happening to me at the current moment. And it's everything at one time. And I know people say a lot of things, but people say, take things one thing at a time. Do your best, God will do the rest. See, that's the problem. I have done everything I am capable of doing and more. And by the and more, I mean I am learning new things just to keep being able to work on it and to keep going and to keep trying. And so I'm doing everything I could do to start with and everything I've learned new to keep going, to keep trying, to keep fighting, to keep trying to get it done. And it's not working. It's not getting fixed. And I felt like God wasn't meeting me halfway. And I just thought, what else am I doing? What else can I do? I've done everything I know. And it feels like God is not meeting me halfway. And people say all in God's time. Not all in time, but all in God's time. Okay? But in the meantime, I'm sitting here without transportation, so I'm back to walking again. And I'm sitting here without food because I can't get to the store. And even if I could get to the store, I don't have money. But even if I had money, I can't get to the store to do like grocery shopping. I could go get one or two things, but with me walking everywhere, I can't grocery shop. And in case you're thinking, well, what about Jennifer? She'd be willing to help you. Yes, she would, except we have a problem. My car is broke down. Timmy's truck is broke down, and he's having to use her car just to get back and forth to work every day. So it got to me. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know where else to go. I just always fully believed beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you show God you're willing to work for it, he will meet you halfway. And I met him halfway, or at least I thought I did. And I thought, what else am I supposed to do? What am I not doing? How am I not meeting him halfway? Why am I stuck? So I was in tears. to. Oh, yeah. Well, I do know that I do need to have more patience, but honestly, at this point, I'm thinking, how much more patience? I've worked on my son's house for a year, like literally a year, and I still don't have it fixed. And I've been working on the car for 2 weeks. And instead of being fixed, something else went wrong. So the fact that I worked on it 2 weeks and the thing I was trying to get to is still not fixed and something else went wrong, just got to me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Somebody is mad. No, Elsa, I don't. If I did, I already would have asked them. Okay, Saxon. Uh, have a good night. in a lot of years. You know, I just have to trust. If I could, I would help you. I know you would, Wabil. Have a good one, Trish. Okay, you too, Saxon. Never know. Well, I have been trying to find help. Thank you, Saxon. I appreciate that. My problem is I get so frustrated because because a bunch of stuff hit me at one time, and because the guys around me are what I call stand around mechanics. Do any of you, come on, do any of you all know what that is? Hey, sweetie.
Who? That looks like?
I have no idea. You have to check and see. I know he was napping. And I'm going to guess if there is one person that knows. Post was about this morning. You were pissed this morning. Yes. I'm going to guess that if there's one person in this group that knows what a stand around mechanic is, it's probably Wild Bill. People who watch a woman work on their cars and do nothing to help. Oh, I stand corrected. Elsa knows too. What I'm referring to, for anyone who doesn't know, a stand around mechanic is, and it doesn't just have to be a woman, Elsa, it can be a guy watching another guy, just but yes, you're right. They will stand there and watch you, or they will sit on their ass and watch you, and they will tell you all kinds of different things. Well, you know, you could probably do it this way, or you know what, if you tried this would probably bring it right off there. This will work right here. They will stand there and give you advice all day long, but they don't do a damn thing to help you. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not too proud to ask for help. I will ask if I reach a point where I know, okay, I'm done. I can't go any farther. I can't do this by myself. Stand around mechanics. They stand around. They just talk. They will talk until they are blue in the face about what they could do, about what you should do, about what would work. But they won't turn their hand to help you one iota. I've been thinking about that for a long time. Why don't people help you when they see you struggle with it? I know, right? Now, one of the guys actually did walk over and actually try to get the lug nuts off, but he couldn't budge them. Stand around, I mean. Yeah. It flies all over me. Look, if you're not going to do anything, then shut up and go sit down somewhere. Don't stand there and watch me do it. Get out of the way. I actually made the to someone the other day. I don't know if it was my son or Jennifer or somebody. I can't remember. But I made a comment the other day that if the guys from our little group here was anywhere around and they saw me working on something, are there the lug nuts rounded off? Yes. I guarantee they would either offer to help. I mean, they wouldn't like push me out of the way and go, get out the way, you're a woman, you don't know what you're doing. They would offer to help. And if they saw me struggling with it, they would offer to help. They would probably even be nice enough to ask, hey, is there anything wrong? What, do you need help with that? Is there anything I can do? Good Samaritan will come around and help you with your car. Thank you, Elsa. Actually, I think a couple of Good Samaritans may have shown up. And one of them happens to be friends with my son. Yeah, well, Bill, not only are they rounded off, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with this, but the lug nuts are not like they used to be when I was a kid growing up, the kind that would be on my dad's car. These are ones with the aluminum cover on them, which ain't worth the crap, by the way. We all would have helped you on Rabbit's house if we lived nearby. Oh, you are so sweet. I have no doubt at all that you guys would have jumped right in and helped. First, that part is rounded off. Second, once you get that part off, it's done rounded the lug nut off, and it is so seized up that, oh God, what did I have the other day? Nothing won't bring them off. We've even cut them, hang on, with a hammer and chisel, and we can't get the chisel to go all the way through the daggone thing. Yes, I'm hating them kind too. And when I replace them, I'm not getting that kind. I'm getting regular old lug nuts. And if somebody tries to take an air gun and put those on there, I will knock the crap out of them. I was trying to think what that was called. Impact drill. Impact wrench. We tried using an impact wrench and it wouldn't bring them off. Honestly, I had never seen you could torch them. No, torch. Wait. If you know someone who knows what they are doing. Well, I don't know anybody that knows what they're doing. Well, we can't take fire to it. We can't take a torch to it because it's right next to the gas tank. Because, you know, I had never, well, Bill, I'm sure you had seen them. Robert might have seen them. Actually, I think most of you might have seen them, whether you paid any attention to them or not. Did you Google on how to get them off? Yes, I did. Multiple times. Thought I'd ask. Yes, you would be right. Until I got this car, and I never paid any attention until I started to take the tire off so that I could replace that piece that's leaking. And that's the first time I noticed them. Never thought a thing about it until I had trouble with those 3 lug nuts. See, if the tire was on the other side of the car, I could take a torch to it. I mean, I don't have an actual torch. I'm just saying, but the gas tank is on the side, at the same side as the wheel I'm trying to take off. And I'm afraid if we try and take a torch to it, it'll blow the car up. And then we wouldn't have a car. Oh, geez, but are you thinking backup lights is bright enough? Oh, my God. Country fan. Howdy. Yeah, I've Googled it and YouTubed it and everything else. Is it insured? I don't have full coverage. I have, wait, what's the other one? Damn it. The other one, not full coverage, the other one. Got them hot. Maybe they would come off. Well, I thought about, my son has a torch lighter, and I thought about using it. Third party? Something like that. It's it don't cover me, it covers the other car if I hit somebody. Liability. That's it. It's got liability insurance on it. I think we call it third party insurance. Okay, then yes, that's the kind I have. Huh. That actually makes sense too. Third party. Yeah. So yeah, between not being able to go up to Bub's house, not being able to get the car running, and then the other thing going wrong with the car today, and standing around mechanics getting on my nerves. Get them like red hot, then try to take them off. Okay, after I get them hot, first, do I let them cool off? Second, will it hurt if I pour cold water on them? And after that, once they're cool, do I just use like a regular socket wrench to get them off, or do I have to like use like a impact hammer, or because I want to make sure I do it right? You want to do it while they're hot, okay? Use a wrench if you can. But if not, then try using a hammer and beat them off while they're hot. Okay, here's the problem. The way that they're made, they're back in a hole, and I can't hit them with a hammer. And I can't get like a regular wrench back in there to turn them. Tire tool thing. Oh, you mean like yeah, okay, I got you. The thing I've been my bad memory, but that you need to do. You can on the passenger side back, which is why I have no brakes. Yes, I was actually getting ready to put a link in the chat so that you could come on and we could talk. So you don't have to keep typing stuff. Okay, there you go. That should work right there. Now I remember. Yeah. I hate typing. Well, I don't mind it so much, but if we're going to have a big, long, drawn-out conversation, I figure it's better if I get you on screen. I had literally just copied the link and was getting ready to paste it in the chat when you said that. Yeah, I've got the piece to put on there to replace the one that's leaking. I just can't get to the one that's leaking. I knew lug nuts could be such a problem. I know, right? Frustrated, but other than that, doing good, country fan. How are you? Okay, where did Wild Bill go? I sent the link. Come on. Tired as hell. Oh, well, that's not good. I'm guessing you work today. Ah. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, what I was saying was maybe try to take like a torch or something, not like one of the cutting torches, but actually like just a little torch. See if you can get them red hot, and then use your tire tool, or some people call it a tire wrench, whatever you want to call it, and see if you can't break them that way.
Okay.
You know, because sometimes if you get them hot, they'll loosen to the point. I don't know. I mean, it's worth a try. But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have feedback.
And thinking too, if you had like, I want to ask you a question: is your tire tool thing is it the single one with the light
Hmm.
disc, or is it the four way?
Mine is a single one, but a couple of my neighbors have the four ways, and they've tried those on it, and it still won't break them loose.
Well, no, the reason why I was asking because you might could put a cheetah bar and get somebody fat to jump on it.
Yeah, we tried doing that. It didn't work.
That didn't work. Well, if you heat them up and try it, it might work.
Okay.
Maybe we should.
I've never,
Maybe they should.
I've never seen anybody have this much trouble out of lug nuts.
Oh, yeah, well, I know. I thought I've seen everything because I used to watch my girlfriend's dad like fix all kind of damn junk, but I don't know. I've always hated those kind of rims and lug nuts. They just don't make no damn sense. Whatever
Yeah.
happened to just the old good fat lug nuts?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not putting that
people
kind
that
back on
come.
there.
Oh, I know. People that come up with that kind of stuff need to have their ass beat.
Yes, they do. It just, and if the lug nut is tight at all, as soon as you try to break it loose, that aluminum covering is going to rip right off.
Yeah.
And I know because I did it.
Yeah. And most of it's just, and the funny thing about it is, only part of it's aluminum cover. The rest of it is the actual lug nut part of it. That's stupid. Yeah.
His was helping me today. He was out there trying to break it loose too.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep, those would be nice. I don't mind learning new stuff to try and fix it myself, but it can get on your very last nerve. And how men put up with this, I do not know. Other men standing around telling you exactly what you should do or exactly what you should try or what will absolutely work. But they won't turn their hand to do a damn thing.
Come on, Miss Stanley. No, I mean, I don't know a lot about cars. I mean, I tried to learn as much as I could while I lived in New York, but I do know that sometimes if you do heat them up like that, sometimes they sort of kind of want to give a little bit. So you might, I mean, it's worth a try anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a try. See, the thing is, I was going to try and find somebody with a torch.
Yeah.
But then when I realized it's right next to the gas tank, you're liable to blow yourself up. But my son has a couple of torch lighters.
Yeah. I just don't know that a torch lighter would get them hot enough. That's the thing. You need like one of those. You need like one of those little portable torches that
Mm-hmm.
come with the propane bottles on it or something. If you knew someone that had one of those, you just kind of stand there and hold it until it gets hot, and then put the lug wrench on it and try it.
Hang on 1 second.
Yep.
Is it something like this?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. That'll get it hot enough.
Hmm.
You just had the torch part to put on top of it.
I have the bottle because somebody asked me if I would pick them one up. If I could find them
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You need now. All you need is the torch to screw onto it.
Well, I know somebody that's got one or used to have one. Uh, hmm.
I got. Well, my dad's got one, but I'm all this far
Oh
away.
yeah, yep. That was one of the first things I tried.
He's probably got like several of them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Bob, could you come here, please? Does he still have? Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Because while Bill was saying that that might actually get the lugs hot enough. Worth a shot.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, somebody's supposed to pick up a tool tomorrow that is supposed to grip the lug nuts better. Apparently, it has something that gets right a hold of the lug nut, almost breaks through it, kind of thing, to make it turn. I don't know if it will work.
I want to look at mushroom.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I don't know we're going to get that one out.
I'll figure it out one way or another.
That might work too. That tool you're talking about, because it'll put like grooves in it or whatever, and that's what catches it, or whatever, and it's like it cuts grooves into it.
I think that may have been his. He was supposed to send me something. It doesn't always come through immediately on this phone. I stand corrected. That was Country Van.
Yes, that's a company.
Yeah. What tool is up at Rabbit's house? But can't get. Oh God, what is it? Dremel saw. But I'm not sure that will work. Simply made. The lug nuts are back in a hole, which is stupid. Just my thoughts on the situation. Because, okay, look, when I was growing up, getting the Wayback Machine, the lug nuts were always on the outside of the tire. There wasn't
Hmm.
a hole for them to set back in. It was just right there, right on the
That's some
surface.
old.
Okay. Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to make a hole to set the lug nuts back in so you can't get to them?
Somebody who was damn trying to be fancy.
Uh-huh.
Them old rims, you never hardly ever had problems getting lug nuts off.
Do you still have? Okay, Wild Bill said if you could use something like that, it might get those hot enough to make them break loose.
Possible.
Because he said he was afraid that the torch lighter wouldn't work. We were going to try the torch
That's
lighter.
what what's his name was talking about out there earlier. Take a torch to it.
Yeah, but they're talking about a cutting torch.
Oh no, that's way too hot. A cutting torch. That might would work.
Because when I looked it up online, They were using cutting torches to heat them with, and I thought way too dangerous.
You might need something hotter than propane, though. I don't know.
I have no clue. We're just trying at this point everything we can possibly try.
Have you looked at it?
Yeah, he looked at it. He worked on it.
It wouldn't hurt to try it. Just, I'd watch out because that gas tank's so close to it.
Yeah.
The way that all Dodges are like that. They're made ass backwards. In my car, the battery is up underneath. Well, the driver's side tire is right beside of it. It's not like you can't pop the hood and look at it and see it. You have to take the tire off. You have to take the fender wall off. Then you get to it. Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, in the cavern, that's we've been driving, that little minivan looking thing, it's in the back.
Okay.
Where the hatch pops up, you pull the floorboard up and it's right there underneath it.
I think Jennifer's car is like that.
Yep. Some of them are.
Because I had to work on it for her.
They're made funny. They're
Yeah.
engineers.
Engineers
They're crazy.
just make things more difficult for people like us.
Mm-hmm. That's why they get paid big money.
Yeah. They make big money to make.
So that way you have to go back to the dealership.
Yeah.
And the actual brand gets it.
Yeah.
Instead of like third-party mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
So
It's nothing but a
stupid.
big pair of
Well,
machines.
if somebody
That
can
is
get
democracy for you.
a hold of that tool, I'm hoping that will work. If
Uh,
it don't, the only
Sammy's
thing.
supposed to send me a picture of it later, and I'll forward it to you.
Okay.
I don't know the proper term for it, but I know what it does and like the gist of it. But I don't know the proper mechanical term for it.
Okay.
When I opened up the door over there, that was Mary's. I was trying to scan the room. I was like, all right, is it still here? You see me looking?
Yeah, I was in before. It's my dark hair hiding me.
You said in front of Destiny, and I'm like, has Scott still there? Yeah, I'm right here. What? Oh.
I'll send a picture to you though. It shouldn't be but like 15 minutes and I'll get it.
Okay.
Like playing words.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
See you.
I've been so frustrated. I've been in tears. I went out there a while ago and the car wouldn't start. It just clicked and clicked and clicked.
Well,
Three sets of jumping cables.
I told you.
Hooked them all together. And after several minutes of letting it charge, then it finally started. So it's either the battery, the alternator, or the starter.
Yes. Told you,
So-
you said-
listen to my story. You're going to really laugh at this one.
Okay.
So, you know how tired I was yesterday when I got home,
Mhm.
right? I didn't realize it. I had left the keys in my mom's car. And you know how the newer cars now, you have like that little click before you turn it and it goes up and you turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you have like, you turn it all the way back, then there's one where you turn it like that. I left the key in the car on click position and it daggum ran the battery down. We had the car here this morning and jump started. And at first the key wouldn't come out, the ignition. It wouldn't turn back. But once we got it jump started and got it running, and I drove it a little bit and come back, turn it off and key come right out. But I don't usually do stuff like that. But I guess I was just so damn tired last night that I thought I had clicked it and took the keys out, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah. Well, as tired as you were, there ain't no wonder. My neighbor's grandson, he's full grown, was out fishing today with his little sister. He took his little sister out fishing somewhere. Some girl came by in a pickup truck, got out of her truck, went to his truck, took the keys, locked the truck, shut it, and took off with his keys. Robbie. Oh, you talk about being pissed. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Not Chris.
Did he ever find a person that?
Not that I know of, but he's already got the law involved in everything.
Damn.
Yeah. I can't believe people do shit like that. I mean, took the guy's keys and left.
People do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but
All right. That's way better than some of the things I've said today. Why would they take his keys? That makes no sense. That's what I said.
all right. So hopefully one of those two options work for you, Trish. I really do.
Yeah. I hope so.
I got one of them torches, but unfortunately I'm here, so
Yeah. Well, you could always bring it to me.
I don't know if I'd make it back in time for work.
Oh, well, dang. Did you see what happened, or did the neighbor tell you? No, the boy told me himself. Well, I would figure it was either somebody that was mad at him or somebody that thought it was going to be funny.
Yeah. Well, when the cops are beating their tail, they'll think it's funny then.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now, that's one of the craziest things I've heard of right there. I mean, just take somebody's keys out of their vehicle, lock the vehicle, and run off with their keys. Okay, first of all, don't leave your keys in your vehicle. That's a huge mistake. Put your keys in your pocket.
Yeah.
There's a reason I clip my keys to my.
Yep.
See, okay, like for instance, like you last night leaving your keys. That's understandable because you were exhausted. I'm guessing, and this is just me guessing, that on a normal basis, when you cut, you take the key out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Stuck the truck for someone else's. Happens at times. Could be. But
Maybe she wanted to carry Underwood, but you couldn't.
I've never understood why people will, on a regular basis, every time they get out of their vehicle, in the ignition. You're just asking for somebody to steal your car. And if you leave the key in the ignition and lock the car and get out, then you're screwed.
Did you ever see that? I think it was a commercial where you saw this woman. She was beating on the guy's car because she thought it was her husband's or boyfriend's or whoever it was. Then he pulls up right next to the car.
Oh God! No, I've not seen that one.
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago commercial,
Oh, okay.
man. That was like years ago. But then also they had a scene like that in the movie The Shop, where this girl was like beating this dude's car because she thought it was her boyfriend's car, and come out. It was like some old man's car, and when she's like, "Oh, my bad," and takes off running. He's like, "Oh, you're bad," and he's like started chasing after her or whatever.
Oh
It
God.
was, yep. But see, in a way though, I mean, I'm kind of well, I'm not. I don't have the dilemma you have, but I still got to get me a vehicle. So I think I'm just going to have to just break down and get me something, even if it's not something that I really, really want right now. Just something to get me to A and B, and then once I get my house finished, paid for, and stuff like that, then I can get me something I really want. You know.
I never actually thought about that, Elsa. Maybe they wanted to come back and steal it. That's a possibility. My mother once got into the wrong car. Oh God. Oh my God.
That'd be awesome, man.
My dad got in the wrong vehicle once because when he pulled in to the store, after he went in the store, another vehicle that was just like his pulled in right next to his. So my mom is sitting in the truck. My dad comes out and goes to the other vehicle and gets in it. Oh my God.
Now, see, if that would have happened to me, now back in the day, if that would have been me and some pretty girl would have gotten in my car, the first thing I'd have said, "Your house or mine."
Oh, yeah, there you go. It didn't help that it was the same kind and same color. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll do it right there. How embarrassed was she?
But you know something though, Trish, I remember days, and this is just funny. I remember days when you didn't have to lock your car.
Mm-hmm.
I remember days because something like people now, and you'll hear people now talk about, "Oh, I remember the good old days like that." Well, it's because people that used to do stuff like that made it bad for everybody. And even if people did stuff like that by taking people's cars or doing something to them because, even if it was just a prank,
Yeah.
you turned a good thing into a bad thing. Now you can't trust nobody.
No, you can't. Yeah, I think when I was a little kid, I don't remember my parents ever having to lock their car.
I've always said,
Did they?
what we gotta do? I guess they're welcome to it. I guess.
Oh, can't stop sneezing. Congratulations, you 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Awesome. Oh my God, I forgot to announce. If you are watching me from Facebook, I'm not being rude and ignoring you. Facebook's messages do not come through on here, so I can't see. So if you're watching from Facebook, hi. Not ignoring you, just can't see your messages.
That's stupid though. There's gotta be a way to do that because then what's the point in streaming in those other areas if you can't read the comments?
Yeah, well, I can read comments from everywhere except Facebook. I'm not sure, but I think the person typing the message may have to be to allow something to connect or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure though.
yeah.
Funny at the same
And I
time.
noticed too on here this one has a private chat like the other one does too.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I tell you, we got cool as hell last night.
It really did. My mother even once took wrapping paper from someone's basket. Oh, God. She didn't realize it was someone else's. My brothers were a bit embarrassed. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, guys, my battery is going dead because I did not think to charge my computer today. Okay, well, I've been going for an hour, so that was really good timing. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I am so sorry I was late, and I'm sorry I'm in such a bad mood tonight. But I hope I didn't bring you down too much. Technically, I hope I didn't bring you down at all. But thank you for listening. Get the charger. It's all the way in the bedroom. But actually talking to you guys about it helped. It lifted my spirits. So thank you for listening. We understand. Thank you. But guys, I will see you. What day is this? This is Monday. Oh my God. Okay, so I will see you Wednesday over on Robert's channel. But there's a chance, just a chance, that Robert might get to stream tomorrow. So if he does, you may actually see me with him. But Wild Bill, thank you for joining me, and thank you for the advice on the car.
Yeah.
Would you like to say goodnight? I'm gonna do that more
Yeah.
often.
First of all, though, I'm getting a new, I'm getting like a new stand thing for my computer, and I'm gonna do some stuff with my computer and resetting it up and everything. So I might do a little test stream tomorrow sometime.
Okay.
If I do, I'll let people know. But because I want to wrangle my camera and everything and all that, so I might do a little
Okay.
test stream tomorrow. But
Awesome.
other than that, I'll I'll pray for you, Trish. Hopefully
Thank
everything
you.
go well for you. And
Appreciate that.
that's about it. Oh yeah, you're welcome. So, all righty. Well, I guess I'm good. I guess everybody have a good night.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Elsa. All prayers always greatly appreciated. But guys, for Wild Bill and myself, I think that is going to do it for now. This is Icepets Queen, co-leader of the posse and Beth's sister. Stay horny, my friends, and we are tripping out.